5 districts. I also want to say that my 3 other colleagues would have liked to be here, but they can't be here, and that's Brian Wilson, Dr. Brian Wilson from the Cape Winelands, which is based in Worcester, as well as Alta Raat, who's based out in George, who's responsible for the Eden Karoo district, as well as Dr. Pierre Bunzai, who's responsible for West Coast Winelands, and he's based in Paarl. So those people all have indicated that they would love to be here, but they can't. Let me tell you why they can't be here. The department is currently going through a restructuring process. And I'm saying the department itself within terms of the district and the head office components they are. Glen will tell you that the schools had their chance on restructuring. That's over. It is now the rationalization of the district offices and the provinces, so and the provincial office, which means that the general intention is to reduce staff in the various districts and at head office. Now, as you can imagine, my colleagues here, we have no problems with reducing staff at head office. We do have a challenge with being reduced at the district level. Having said that, we know that this is driven by a political agenda, and so it's very little that we can actually do about it. So the relationship between this community of practice and the district is going to become far more important than it's ever been before. If we're going to have reduced numbers of advisors, of people who work in our schools, then we're going to have to rely in a very, very systematic way on the people sitting in this room. But then it also has to be done in a way which perhaps might have to be different to what it was before. And I think Jenny's begun to allude to a level of planning which may go contrary to your instincts on these things. And Benny Sherika has made a point, and I get to say about it, Benny's made the point that perhaps there's time for us to meet the head of education and ourselves with representatives from your side. Not with Linda Rose, with the head of education and ourselves, with a new conversation and a new agenda as determined by ourselves and not as determined by others. And so I think that well, I'm going to become the Julius Malema. And I think that having said that, we also need to say that we want to extend an invitation to each and every single organization present here to be part of what is going to be our meet and drink for the next couple of months, which is the implementation of the CAPS, which is the curriculum assessment policy in the statements in the WCED in this province. We're starting our training very soon. We would like you to be part of that with teachers, because I think that if you're not, then of course you're going to be at loggerheads with what we say to teachers. Whereas if you're present when the message is presented to teachers, then we actually speak with one voice in terms of that implementation process. And so we will make that information available to you so that you are able to participate in that in a way. Thank you, John.